Hello, everyone, and welcome to day 33 of my 100-day project. We are still working with soft pastel, and today was an interesting one. I was telling someone in one of my recent workshops about how I find that if I try and fight what my painting wants to be, I end up getting frustrated, and it just doesn't flow. Whereas if I just sort of be more of a conduit to whatever wants to come through in the painting, it just flows together more easily and I enjoy the process more. And today was kind of like that. So when I had primed some surfaces with some clear Art Spectrum Color Fix primer and a couple of drops of acrylic ink. So this is primed with the clear primer with a couple of drops of Brilliant Yellow from Daler Rowney acrylic ink. So I prepped some surfaces last night. I picked a yellow one, and when I was looking at it, I saw this face in the brush marks. So I was like, okay, that's what I'm going to do. And it was kind of like at this funky angle, and the ears were big and off kind of center. And I thought, oh, wouldn't it be fun to do sort of a funky face? Like all of my faces lately have sort of been similar in a lot of ways. And I thought I just want to do something kind of funky. So I started out, and you'll notice in the bottom left-hand corner, I have one of my Asaro models. It's a figurative head model, a planar head model that helps me kind of see shadows and stuff like that. So I thought, well, let me do this sort of funky face, but then I was like, let me try doing this with the planar model. And I'm like, maybe I'll blend a little bit. And I just sort of meandered. I felt like I was just kind of trying too hard, maybe kind of pushing a little bit. And so I started to blend a little bit with my finger. I'm using a combo of the Faber Castell soft pastels with some Rembrandt, and then I brought out some of my Sennelier extra soft pastels for some of the highlights and things at the end. But I'm really enjoying those Faber Castels, I have to say. I'm really liking the colors. I think it's a 48 set, might be a 24 set. And I'm really enjoying them. So I've just been using them. I've got some like higher end pastels. So I think I have a set of Unison as well, which I might pull out here in another day or two. But I'm going and I'm working on this, and I'm like, okay, it's going to be this funky dude. What's it going to look like? What's it going to be? And it just keeps evolving. And I'm like, nope, that's not what it is. And I'm working on it, and I'm like, the eyes need to be darker. I need to have more definition. And then this new figure starts to appear for me. This different person shows up. And so I was like, okay, I've got lots of orange and yellow. Her eyes are green. And so I thought I'd do a purple background, like a lavender. I love orange and lavender together. I really do. And when I first started this, I was going to do one of my blue people, but I did a blue person yesterday. So I thought, well, let me just pick some of these oranges and reds and browns. And as I was doing it, and I sort of saw, okay, this is who this wants to be. It wants to be this woman. So I was like, okay, let me give her some hair. And so I immediately looked down, and where my eye went to was this burgundy color pastel in the Sennelier set. So that's what I picked up and put that hair on her. And I'm like, she needs a bun and she needs some hair strands. And she just evolved into this entirely other person. So I'm using, you can see those big fat round ones are the Sennelier ones, and they're really soft and great for the final stages. One of the things that was happening to me, you'll notice I no longer have a glove on my hand. As I was working, I have small hands, and the fingers don't always fit really well. The fingers on the gloves started scraping against the pastel and mucking up my painting. So I got kind of frustrated, and I was like, meh. So I took off the glove. not such a great idea, especially with the Sennelier. The Sennelier uses, there's cadmiums in there and stuff like that. So it would be much better for me to use a glove with those, but I couldn't, I probably should have stopped, put a new glove on and gone that route. But as I was working, it just started to come loose and it was just rubbing against the painting. So here she is. I softened the edges around her hair, and I just really love that effect with the pastel. It's very similar to what you can do with oil, and I really like that soft focus effect. So that's where I landed with her. She has that mark on her cheek from my glove. That's where it is. I gave her a nose ring because why the heck not? And yeah, so that was day 33. Tomorrow, I might bring out the pan pastels. So that's one of the things that I would like to demo as well and play with. I use them a lot with my encaustic paintings. So it will be interesting to see what it's like to use them from start to finish. For the most part, I used a little bit of the Carbothello pencil again today, so I have several different soft pastels at my disposal. So thanks again for joining me. I hope you're doing well, and until next time.